Welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue unpacking lookalikes. And today we have this cross on the top again. At the bottom, it's kind of a simple Chinese character. In contemporary Chinese, this means again, means I never thought where that came from until I see the original form. This again thing actually came from the three-finger hand symbol. Kind of look like this. And in particular, this is your hand. Because Chinese is first-person perspective language. When we describe the hand reaching from the bottom of the frame, this is almost like computer game-ish. Your first-person point of view, and then you reach your right hand into the screen, and this is the user's right hand. And talking about AR, artificial reality, it was then already. Augmented reality, okay. Anyhow, the top, one vertical line with this almost like an arrow pointing thing, that's one singular bamboo branch. If you know how Chinese bamboo was written, it's two of them together because bamboo so often grow in cluster. I don't ever remember seeing bamboo growing in garden or nature by itself. Oftentimes, the next generation of bamboo shoot will shoot next to the mother bamboo, right? So always it grows bigger horizontally, a bigger cluster expanding on Earth. That's how it get more resources, get thriving. And so when you see one singular, not kind of you know it's not talking about bamboo material, but you're talking about this singular staff, long strand of bamboo. And three-finger hand symbol symbolize, it's part of the storytelling, okay? So we have a hand, we have one bamboo staff. What is happening there? You're kind of cutting off the tiny branches and the leaves from the bamboo so that you're left with one long staff. And we know Chinese use bamboo a lot in furniture, in house building. Bamboo can also made into like toothbrush, pen, or as a book form, bamboo cut into strips and roll up as a book. So bamboo, very useful material for our world building. It's almost like a mind craft. In ancient time, it would be bamboo craft for Chinese world building in real physical world, right? So then it's very appropriate to use the concept of this one staff, of long staff of bamboo as a counter, as a branch, this long tubular thing, and just directly picturing the bamboo staff. And from that branch, it can be a noun, and it can also be a verb. And what do you think? The branch act as a verb, some action taken there. It's prompting to hold something up as a scaffolding, right? To give the structure to something. So that's 知. You can use it in two ways. So here I'm going to show you examples. 力, 体力不支. Okay, 体, body. In particular, I guess human body, because here we do have the human figure on the side, and the right side is the root, so rooted humans, that's our body. 力 is the power or strength. It actually took me some time to realize in fitness world what is the difference between fitness and strength. Anyways, Chinese 力 can be both your muscle power or muscle strength. It came from this raking symbol, ancient farming tool, and use that tool to symbolize the power, the energy behind using that tool. And 体力, somebody's bodily power or output. 不知, 知. In this case, 不 is a negative term, right? So not enough. So what you have, your bodily power not enough to support this. So in this branch, as if you're prompting something up, you're supporting something up to hold something some activity going on so that you don't collapse, right? So 体力不支 simply it's saying you're super fatigued, exhausted. You cannot physically continue on doing something. So that's 体力不支。乐不可支. Okay, again we have 支 and we have 不. And we just switch out the order and switch out another two characters. 乐, joy or happy. It can be both, but 乐 originally came from the music making. So Chinese associate merrymaking to music making. And 乐不可支, 不可不 negative again, 可 can. Support. What does that mean? What do you mean? You're like joyful, happy, delighted, and not can is a Chinese way to say cannot. Support or 支 like stiff up. It simply means you're so cracked up by somebody's jokes. Almost like the expression of the King Charles III make a speech, and then some news title will say Charles' speech leave people in splits. So this splits give you the sense of cracked up. Like your whole body system cannot sustain its upright posture. That your side are bursting, like your seams are bursting from the jokes King Charles cracked at you. So that's 乐不可支 means it's so funny that you cannot stand up straight. So you cannot, like a branch, you cannot be a staff as a bamboo standing straight, or you kind of bend forward and laughing too hard. So that's 乐不可支. Okay. 攀高枝, climbing. So in this case, probably both hand and food. Even if here we have the hand symbol, 5-finger hand symbol, means you're using your hand. And of course, when you're climbing something, I'm not sure ancient times Chinese actually have rock climbing, but even rock climbing is both hands and feet, right? You cannot climb on your hand only upwards. I'm not sure who can do that. But 攀高枝, 攀 is using your hand type of climb. So it's not like a hike up, right? Hike up, for the most part, you use your legs to move upward, kind of anti-gravity, go vertical, right? Climb a certain elevation. And here, 攀, we intentionally put a hand symbol in there to mean you're kind of climbing with both hands to help with some steep part. So that's 攀. 高枝, high, 高, Chinese use stories. So here is visually to show 2-story building. And as long as it's taller than you, right? Because humans are just 1 story tall at most, right? Because 1 story was designed to contain the tallest on average of the population. So people can fit in 1 story. So 2-story guaranteed to be taller than, and that's enough. We don't have to be even more, just comparing to us, human height, that this is taller. And from that taller concept, relative term, we arrive at this absolute term. Simply say, this is a high branch. Oh, wait, I just realized this 枝 I added, not I added, but this 枝 made into another character that with the wood in it is to make it not just a bamboo staff, cleaned off all the branches, but it actually means the tree branch. So here give you the sense of your climbing. Use your hand because it's anti-gravity. The slope is too steep that you have to use your hand to climb up and to a tall place and to a tall branch. And Chinese use the tall branch, use a tree structure to symbolize social status, social stratification. So 高枝, and we add behind it to give you a not only sound signal, but give you a regional flavor. That's northern China, northern China. Did I pronounce it right? I cannot say English now. Okay, the northern part of China, where it came from, got this curled tongue habit in their pronunciation. And when they add sound at the end of like zh, otherwise it's just zh, flat tone, clean cut. But if they add at the end, that means not only you pronounce zh, but you have to curl the tongue at the very end. It becomes zh. Instead of zh, it becomes zh. Okay, hear the difference? Okay. 攀高枝 northern dialect to show that somebody who is trying to climb upward. So this is talking about upward mobility, but not just based on your own your own merit based, your talent or even your, do business or however. But here, 攀高枝 especially talking about the political structure or power that you try to use your social networking skill, try to reach, cutting through the stratifications that which branch level you belong to, but instead you kind of get through that elevator to all the way the tall branch, the higher branch. So here, I have to excuse myself here. I didn't pay attention enough. I thought this is the zhi, but here is a tree branch. It's not just zhi as a counter, like a pen. If it's a pen, singular, and we're using this pen as a shape of kind of longer tube shape, and we use zhi as a counter of that unit of measurement. So here is zhi, branch. Thank you for your time. See you another day.